What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Earthboys podcast. My name is Emmy.
I just wanted to cut you off.
That's fine. And that's Jaden.
Cheers. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas to you guys. It's the 26th of December of 2023, and we're just here chilling, man. Doing our family thing. My Christmas was good. I
got caught lacking. I seen that.
Dude, I'd never been caught lacking that hard in my life. I don't think, because normally at family events, like, they'll get a goofy picture of me, like, talking to someone or, like, making a silly face.
Yeah.
But, like, I think that's the first time where I genuinely, like, ate as much as I could.
Uh-huh.
Ate as much mashed potatoes and ham or whatever the fuck it was.
So, like, half a plate?
Like, half a plate. No, 3/4 of a plate this time. It was just a little more than normal.
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa. And so I was like, as soon as I finished, I put my plate away. I sat down and was like, man, I'm tired. I was like, I'm ready for a nap now. And everyone everyone turned and looked at me and was like, are you for real right now? I was like, yeah, I'm going to go lay down right there. I turned around and pointed at the couch. So I got up, got all my stuff off the table, went over to the couch, laid down. Bro, I was fucking 30 minutes later, I woke up like, had a blanket on me. People were sitting all around me. I had drool dried on my face, bro, like little wet spot on the pillow. It's like, damn, y'all just let me sleep like this?
That's so funny. The fact is that one, they've been kind of doing like little like clowns on you for years, which is hilarious.
I know.
That's so every year that like that photo surfaces of like basically little you but photoshopped onto like other of your cousins.
Yeah, it's me and my cousins. I think the oldest one was like 6 or something at the time, 6 years old. And I was like, I don't know, maybe like 2 years old, something like that. And they photoshopped my fucking face as a Snapchat sticker.
Yeah.
And like put it on everybody's face that was in that photo. So it's just a bunch of me's
with different bodies.
And
it's funny because at first you think it's a normal photo until you realize like this face is the same as the last one, and then you realize it's just clone stamped on everyone. And like the first year I saw that, bro, I fucking started. I was dying.
And that was like, that was almost a decade ago when that photo came out. And then every time after that, they did one when the Avengers movie came out, and they put my face on all the Avengers in the movie poster. They do it all the time. At least once a year, I get one of those where it's like my face photoshopped on a.
I mean, you deserve that one. Though. That's crazy. Like, honestly, when you posted that on your story, I was dying, and then you sent me like, "Here's the original file," and I was like, "Please tell me that's actually you under the sticker."
It was. That's why I sent the video.
And I was like, "Holy shit!" And then you sent me the video of you passed out. Oh, dude, the fact that you actually slept during Christmas is like one, a telltale sign of like age, and it's funny, but also one is like. That is so funny that you literally look like you pulled out a bed and a blanket like a cartoon character where like they pull it out of nowhere.
Yo, yeah,
and it looks at me and just went to sleep.
Straight up Snoopy style, like Peanut style sleeping.
Dude, that was so funny.
Yeah, it was great. It was a wonderful Christmas. You know, I got lots of chocolate. Like as a joke, we did like not as a joke, but we did like a cousin's Secret Santa, and as a joke. On the form that I was filling out, because my cousin's very organized about that stuff, I put, I'm addicted to chocolate, like as a joke.
Yeah.
You know, like for gift suggestions. I was like, whatever. My freaking cousin, my cousin that got me, I think I got 6 pounds worth of chocolate.
Oh, bro, that's going to last you like 2 years.
Forever, dude. I just gave it all to my mom. I was like, thanks for the chocolate. I also got a In-N-Out gift card.
Nice.
So I kept that, and then I gave the chocolate to my mom.
Nice. And I know gift cards are always the shit. I think it's like, okay, so since it's gift card season right now, you know.
Yeah.
In your opinion, what are like the top 3 gift cards to get?
I'll always take a gas station gift card.
Oh, that's a good one.
Those ones are lit. I don't get those very often anymore.
Yeah.
The other one I like, is In-N-Out, because we go there a lot.
That's a solid one.
That's a solid one. And then the other one that I asked people if they're unsure on what, either one of those like Visa gift cards that can be used for anything, or I just tell them like a Best Buy gift card.
Best Buy's pretty solid. I don't really go to Best Buy too often anymore, but like I will go every once in a while when like I need something that day. And then I do make the effort of like snaking around the whole place, like looking at everything.
Yeah, I just like to browse. Like I just like to like window shop. Obviously, like I just look at everything.
I love the TV section.
I love the convenience of just having that type of store like within walking distance. So like if I need a cable or if I need a memory card or if I need like some little thing that I don't want to order on Amazon and wait a day or two to get, I can just walk to the store and get it. So that's why I asked for the Best Buy gift card.
Yeah, that's what Best Buy is best for, is like if you literally want it that day or need it that day and you don't have the luxury of like, or like you don't want to wait that time.
Right. They have about 90% of things that I could have think of that I would have wanted in that moment. Because there's a few items that they have on the app that you have to order online only, and then they get to the store the next day. And one of the items was a XLR cable, like the one for our microphones. I wanted to get one there. Normally they have it there.
Yeah.
And I asked the guy, he goes, "Oh yeah, we don't carry that anymore because we don't sell them." What? So that was the one. That's why I ordered them online instead of going into Best Buy. But I asked for the Best Buy gift card because I like going to the store.
Yeah, it's solid.
Yeah.
I'd say a Starbucks one is solid too, but like I don't really drink coffee like that anymore.
Oh yeah.
I did get one as a contingency plan because obviously me and my brothers, we all have a thing where like we know not to get each other gifts because it's just like why?
Yeah.
It's just extra pressure and like stuff like that. So we like to keep that alleviated. But I didn't know if my sister-in-law got me a present, so I had a contingency plan of one. Like a Starbucks gift card.
Yeah, just like a safety, little safety net.
Because you don't want to be sitting there with your like get caught lacking Christmas.
Dick in your hand with no gift.
Like, oh.
You're like, so Jaden, where's the gift? Like, who are you going to give a gift to? You're like, I'm not participating in this event whatsoever, but I will take anything y'all want to give me.
No. We get it for our parents and stuff.
Oh,
but like,
okay.
it's just me and my brothers. And I was like, I don't know if they know this. So I was like, just to make sure, like, okay, I bought one. Had it in my back pocket. I was like, all right, cool.
Nice.
But also now it's like, I don't really go to Starbucks ever.
Yeah, no.
So I'll figure it out. But still.
Yeah, you make your Nespressos way more.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't even drink caffeine like that anymore.
Oh,
I mean, I had a Red Bull yesterday because it was Christmas, the green one you got me.
Oh, you saved it for
I literally
for a
sat
rainy day.
there. It looked Christmas colors, and I was sitting there.
Nice.
You ever see the meme where it's from like Spider-Man 1 or 2, where like the Green Goblin mask is like talking to him?
Oh yeah,
You're a coward. When you're like saying like whatever mean shit, and I'm like, that's what that thing was doing in there. You know,
it was just staring at you like, drink me, motherfucker.
Yeah. So I had one yesterday, so I'm pretty set on that.
Yeah.
But other than that, my Christmas was solid.
That's good.
Seeing the kids is fun. Well, I mean, the first half of my Christmas, I literally woke up, chilled. I was home alone for the past couple days.
Oh, right.
So I was like, all right, I'll go to the store, bought some like Spam rice, and then I made like this garlic sauce that I learned on Instagram how to make. It's fire. So, I had my breakfast dinner, chilling, playing music by myself, doing my thing, actually like went to the bank. It was like a normal day for me,
Damn.
I was like, all right, cool, this is vibing. And then after I finished eating breakfast, I cleaned everything up, because I'm not going to leave a mess in the kitchen. That's wild. And I came out of the bathroom playing music, this and the other. And then my family got home and I was like, oh, I forgot you guys were coming home.
You're like, damn, Christmas ruined.
Yeah,
as soon as they walk in, you're like,
Yeah, like, what are you guys doing here?
They ruined the peace.
And then, did the whole thing. The family came over, nephews and everything.
Yeah.
It's fun to hang out with them. Obviously, they're the only reason why, like, holidays and shit are actually worth it. Because, like, obviously, just, like, there's not really much, when you're an adult. There's no, like, magic anymore.
Right. It's just, like you said, it's just another day.
Yeah.
And, like, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But it's nice to be around the family. Like, when you don't see them for a while and then everyone comes over, it's like, it's cool for a couple hours. And it's like, get the fuck out of my house.
And so, it was a chill day. Honestly, didn't really do much. Gym was closed yesterday, obviously. I don't mind because, obviously, they want to hang out with their families, too,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's it. And now I'm here drinking a Liquid Death, talking to you.
Yeah, talking to my dumbass.
Yeah.
Shit. Well... I was last night I was going to bed. I went to bed kind of early. Normally I've been going to bed at like 2 or 3. I went to bed at 12:30 last night.
That's early.
But I was watching. I was laying in bed, falling asleep. I was just seeing what the Twitter algo was throwing at me.
Oh God.
And I found this one video. I don't know where it was. I think it's like Russia or some Eastern European country where they have trains and whatnot. And these 3 kids are. It's like a security footage cam from further down the platform of the train station. And these kids are like fake boxing, like throwing jabs and stuff. But it's like playful. You can tell that they're not like actually hurting each other. They're just fucking around.
Like I still do that shit now.
Yeah. And one of the kids was taking like a step back and the kid threw a jab and he slipped trying to dodge it. And he fell right on the edge of the train platform right as the train was going by. So he gets hit by the front of the train and then his legs fall through the gap and they get looks like they get trampled and he rolls over and then they pull him up from the thing and you can tell that his legs are just completely shredded or broken or whatever.
No.
And then the clip ends. Yeah. So it's like, imagine messing with your buds and your friend slips and then gets mauled by a train. Horrifying, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. So I like put the phone down after
All right,
that.
so put me. Is it snowing?
Yeah, it's snowing.
Oh.
So it was like, slippery, and they're messing around and throwing punches, and then the dude slips and like falls back to try to catch his balance, and he leans just far enough over the platform, like going back, where as soon as the train came, it like hit him on the side, and he like bounced forward into the side, and then got like pulled into the gap between the train and the platform, and then got his legs crushed.
That's a wicked segue from Happy Holiday Season to some kid getting mauled by a train, dude.
Yeah.
Good transition.
Yeah, we're talking about some crazy stuff now.
I don't even know what to say to that because I'm just like so blindsided by that.
Yeah, it's just something that I saw. I mean, I've seen some other crazy ones.
I mean, hopefully he lived.
Yeah, dude definitely lived, but I bet you his legs got amputated.
Damn.
I don't think there was any saving.
And the worst part is, I hope that no one like blamed the other kid that was pretending to do that too.
It's just that's a pure accident.
Clearly, they were both having fun doing like what boys do. Like, I still pretend to fight people now. Like, I'll just come up to them and be like,
right,
right, just because
like throwing the fake dumb. Jab, whatever. Yeah. I do it today. I do it to David all the time.
Yeah. Like, I just do it to people in general. It's funny, or like when you're walking past someone, you pretend to tackle them. Or something.
But yeah, dude, his friend just lost his balance, slipped, and then it was like right as the train was coming too.
That makes sense too, because trains, when they pull up, there's like literally maybe an inch of space from like the actual platform itself.
Right. Like, so like when his legs came through, it was like he fell down to like his waist. It looked like, and then the train hit him, and it like rolled over because of the momentum. He went over a couple times, and then his friends just pulled him up as the train like slowed to a stop.
Shit, I don't know if he lived that one. Think about that, because now you have major blood loss, I would assume.
If it caught him,
and now it's snowing and cold, so like now now like body temperature comes into play, because obviously when your body's open and compromised, you're losing heat.
You're losing heat, and then it's like in the snow,
Jesus.
Yeah, it's really bad.
All right, what next messed up thing do you have in your head?
So I know the last time when we talked about conspiracy theories, was talking about that movie that the Obamas made.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been...
I saw that trending on Twitter finally.
Yeah.
I think it's catching to them like the normal masses.
Yeah. People are dissecting it more and like...
I'm not going to watch the movie just
reading between the lines.
Like, I don't like all that stuff,
Yeah.
But what else has come out about it?
Well, just people have been like regurgitating more of what the original like few people that started talking about it like were saying.
Yeah.
It's just a typical like it's basically the same stuff we talked about in the episode before, where it's like they're talking about the white lion and like the cyber attacks and
now all the other
crazy
little content creators are like basically regurgitating everything that the guy before them said, just so they can get
just farms impressions.
A little bit of clout.
Yeah.
Of course.
But then the other thing that came up that was pretty interesting is the discussion about like chemtrails and stuff.
Yeah, it's always been one that I'm aware of, because it is weird when you see the jets in the air, like there's no trail, and then there's a trail.
You can see the difference when it's when it's a contrail, when the air is being broken off the plane and it does the little streaks. Like that's normal. That's just what happens. Like with jets, it happens to jets all the time.
Yeah,
airplanes
used to have like the 2019, 2020-ish Formula One cars. You know how they had like the little
and you can
see more boxy, and
you could see the air coming off the wing. That's normal.
Yeah,
like those are. I think what are called contrails. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the chemtrails, which are thicker plumes of smoke, people are now like starting to see pictures of like weird ass cloud formations, weird patterns in the sky, a whole bunch of stuff. And then a lot of farmers have been seeing like these small pellets being dropped from airplanes, like random ass airplanes flying over their farms and like dropping little pellets. And like the local governments are saying, oh, it's just pesticides. But like they're testing these little pellets and they're coming up with they got crazy chemicals in them, and like it's like ruining crops and all sorts of stuff. And so that's just been like another interesting little conspiracy that I've been kind of following the trail.
I mean, that'd be weird. Like, why would you do that? Obviously, being government things, like you never know.
Yeah. Well, the leading theory that I've seen, or the most consistent theory I've seen for the reasoning behind doing something like that, is people like Bill Gates, who are constantly talking about how climate change is affecting farmers and like disrupting the food chain. Like the conspiracy theorists are claiming that people like Bill Gates are trying to ruin the agricultural community or ecosystem so that
he
they can come
he
in.
Has a bunch.
Right, so that they can come in and buy it all because they're losing money. Farmers have to sell their land, right, because they're getting screwed over. So all these rich companies, all these billionaires are trying to buy up all this land so that they can feed us, lab-grown meat and all this chemically infused garbage that has been coming
all
up.
Of
That's
our
the
shit
leading theory.
Is already chemically infused.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
have you seen the size of chickens today?
Dude, they're all injected with hormones.
It's
Cows are like injected with a whole bunch of stuff. They're fed a whole bunch of weird stuff.
Yeah.
Everything is affected. Like everything that we eat has some sort of chemical in it.
Yeah, but honestly, like, I'd feel better eating from like regular farmers than like, because I know Bill Gates does own a bunch of farmland, is what it is.
Yeah, I'd rather buy from a local farmer who's been doing it for generations.
Yeah.
Like I would rather
than
go through the trouble
some
of doing
random
that.
asshole that's just a billionaire, and that has been seen doing odd things in odd places.
Yeah, and then always says
and
stuff
being
like
caught coming out of different labs that he shouldn't have been.
Dude,
at.
and it's just weird. I just find it really weird that someone who has no real experience in agriculture, no real, economic experience, no like real political experience, like someone who just has money is saying all these things like they're 100% right. And they're like, no, it needs to be this way. I was like, what qualifications do you have? Just because you have billions of dollars doesn't mean that you can have a say in how farmers should grow their food and like what they should do.
The fucked up thing is that money allows you to.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah,
want.
It's like just.
But yeah, I think
money.
the world will be a better place when some of these people kind of move on. You know? Like people that just obviously, I don't know if you go into like the whole Gates thing, but like the reason why the wife left is weird. The reason why like where he's been seen is weird, or like I don't want to go deep dive into it.
Yeah, for sure, sure.
I don't know enough, but like in general, when some people get all this money, they start to get into weirder stuff. Like I think it's like not a stimulation factor, but like obviously he's not going to do things to make more money. He doesn't
need more money.
Like I don't even know why you would want more money, but you just start to get into weird things. You want to. I mean,
at that point, it's like a stimulation thing. It's almost like he has so much money
that the real world isn't real.
It's not real.
Everyone's
so
like
what's the next?
pawns.
What's the next thing that's going to give someone like that any type of stimulation? Is having power or control or some sort of influence that is above the normal person's level of influence. So like they have so much money that they could pay a politician to lobby for X thing that's going to support them.
Well, I mean, think about
whatever.
It. Have you ever noticed that politician-wise, regardless of what your political background is, that say you're in fucking office for 4 years or whatever, depending on whatever the thing is,
right?
And your salary's $200,000.
Mm-hmm.
Like you should only be walking out with $600,000, assuming you don't pay taxes, and assuming you haven't spent $1 of that money, right?
Yeah.
How do these people serve whatever X term there is, and say their salary is whatever, and like say they should really only have a net worth leaving office of like $1 million?
Yeah.
Assuming you're not.
How do they have
anything.
hundreds of millions of dollars?
How
of net worth?
How are they leaving office with net worths of like $50 million?
I mean,
to me that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, but when you start looking into things like that, you start seeing people like, for example, Nancy Pelosi, right? Yeah. People always talk about her net worth and like Hillary Clinton. It's like, how is it possible that they're worth hundreds of millions of dollars off this salary? It's like there was a guy who was following the trades that Hillary Clinton was making and was making hella money, and they sent him to prison for it.
Yeah.
Because he was following the trades that Hillary was making. And all her trades are always right before the dump. She always buys right before it rips and is always told when to sell. And it's like you start noticing things like people up there in power, like that's how they be making all that extra money, is they're just be getting, inside trades, and they get paid by lobbyists to support certain things.
Trades, push certain laws, this and that. It's just really weird.
It is really
obviously
weird.
Again, I don't know anything about that stuff, but like it is weird when you look at those things.
Yeah, I mean it's not even that, like, because I don't know too much about that stuff either. I just kind of see the stuff, and then I start asking questions, and then I start kind of, looking at numbers just from the surface, and I'm like, none of this makes any sense to me.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't look like this is how it's supposed to be. Something is wrong. I may not know 100% what the dealings are, or like what the context is of a lot of these things that are happening, but it just doesn't feel right when I see that, you know?
Yeah, no, definitely.
And so it gives me a weird feeling when I'm like, why are these politicians so rich and so wealthy? Like, how is it possible that they're making this much money doing what they do? Like, that's just not right, you know?
Yeah, but also, again, all this shit's been happening forever. And
Yeah, it's been happening
obviously
for,
now we
for
have
a
the
long-ass
technology
time.
to actually follow shit closer. And obviously, so people have to get better at lying or hiding things.
Yeah.
But, like, again, political shit doesn't really affect my life day to day.
No.
But it is kind of lame that, like, you
Yeah.
see these people doing these things and they're doing, like, odd things for power. Or
It's just weird, man. Like,
again, like we said last pod, or they're visiting undisclosed islands and doing odd things. And,
yep.
you know, what was that chemical?
Adrenochrome?
Yeah.
Adrenochrome?
I was talking to my manager about that the other day. I was like,
yeah,
some weird chemical.
Adrenochrome harvesting is a real thing.
Yeah, well.
You know, they use adrenaline spiked children's blood.
Yeah, it's just weird things
in rituals, and then they sacrifice them.
So
I mean, yeah, we're gonna move on because the more I talk about this, I feel like the more ears hurt.
Well, I just feel like we're turning into
I know we're turning into that
because eventually you just go like off random, and like what happens is you mention something that you've been deep diving into, and I'm over here like, what the fuck? I'm here to pick up the pieces. Like,
yeah, no,
because I'm not letting this turn into a conspiracy podcast because I'm genuinely not into that.
Yeah.
But like, you always come here and bomb it with something crazy, and I'm like, all right, well, I guess I gotta
throw my little 5-minute nugget of randomness in there. But
now I gotta go find out like where to go, what to do, and I'm like, because I'm me, I'm not on conspiracy anything.
Left in the dark. I did see this funny image though, where it was like how flat earthers see the Earth, and it's like,
yeah.
It's like a really blurry image of like you see the Statue of Liberty, the fucking pyramids, the Eiffel Tower, and
on
like,
a clear day.
Yeah, on a clear day, and it goes all the way across.
That one's good.
That's a good one.
It's the Giza, the Eiffel Tower. Like, just things keep going farther. Where you're like, oh, all right.
And it's like the image is just shitty quality enough, and it's been photoshopped just well enough to where like if you squint, you'd be like, oh wait, what?
Yeah.
And you like question it for a second, but then you look at it a little closer in detail, and you're like, nah.
Yeah.
It's not real.
No, that is funny though.
It is funny.
I know it is funny when people get into weird conspiracies though.
Yeah.
But. Dude, I gotta make one more like YouTube video this year. I haven't made one in a while because I've been so fucking busy with everything, you know.
Yeah, dude, you've been really busy lately.
I gotta make one last video, for this year. Obviously, there's a week left in this year now.
Yeah, less than a week.
Less than a week.
Actually, yeah, less than a week because we have 5 days left of the year.
Ooh, I gotta.
Monday's the last day of the year.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I gotta put that. It's a simple video though.
Do you already have it done or?
No, I haven't even started it.
Oh my god, dude.
It's literally just gonna be like, what cameras am I taking into 2024?
Oh, okay.
But I'll probably clickbait it as to be like, what film cameras am I taking into 20? To like get that niche, or should I? I don't know if I should do like, what cameras in general, even like what cameras am I taking, or what film cameras, and then be like, well, there's digital in here, guys.
You know, that'd be an interesting video.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to title it. If I should go like the film route, but then obviously have the digitals in there or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's usually videos that do decently well. But some people are obviously curious of like what people are using.
Yeah.
And also, I don't have any plans of buying any new cameras, to be honest with you, like at all. Like not even a medium format camera, just because my current Canon camera shoots high enough.
Yeah, not even the one that you're looking at.
Yeah, like honestly, I don't even want to buy any cameras like anytime soon. I haven't even been buying film. I've just been buying like the budget shit, you know.
Oh right. Yeah, you said you were going to take a break on the film because you wanted to just not be spending that money.
Yeah, it's just extra money I don't need to be spending. And then it's extra gas that I'm not spending, like driving all the way.
Oh yeah, going all the way up there to drop it off.
Yeah, because it cost me almost like $20 to go there and back.
Yeah,
in gas.
Just about.
Yeah. So, gonna drop that video hopefully sometime.
Nice.
Well, I have today off, so like, I pretty much have almost the rest of the week off, so I'll have time.
Yeah, dude, you have several days to work on it.
Yeah, just put it together.
And it's only Tuesday, so.
Put together, drop it, and then somehow yesterday, my dad randomly found a roll of film in here. It's only 24 exposures because that's what they used to do back in the day. It was like a 12, a 24, and then like if you're really packing down 36, but nowadays you only really buy 36 exposures. It's a Kirkland 400 ISO expired film from 2002.
Oh my god.
I would assume it expired in 2002, or that was the print date. Regardless, it's 2 decades expired. And so I'm low-key excited. Like, that might be one of my first videos of the new year. Just to shoot it. So, since it's been 2 decades expired, like, obviously the light-sensitive chemicals have been decaying. And obviously here it's been, like, hot, cold. So that thing's probably fucked. But, So I have to rate it at 100 ISO because it's 2 decades old. So every decade is a stop of light. And then, so I'll just do that, shoot it, and then I'll have it developed and see what happens,
Yeah, see what happens.
I have no clue what the photos are going to look like.
Yeah,
I
I wonder what it's going to look like.
Costco made film themselves. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's from a long time ago.
Yeah.
Well, that's when Kirkland, that's when Costco had their dedicated like print and photos service section like in the stores.
Yep.
It was only recently when they took those out.
Yeah, they took them out, maybe 5 years ago?
Something like that. Yeah, because I don't know if they were losing money or if they just felt like it was taking up space and people could just do it all online.
Well, yeah, film didn't really get big
people
again.
don't develop those physical pictures like that anymore.
Yeah. I mean, film's only gotten big in the last couple of years just because people got bored during the pandemic, and then also
for the nostalgia
the younger
factor.
Generation that never actually had film think it's cool. You know what I mean?
Right.
Where it's like our childhood photos, mine and yours, are actually on film.
Actually film, yeah.
And then like eventually it transitioned to digital, whereas like these kids, literally it's only digitals.
Yeah, I feel like after 2008, my family, at least from what I remember, stopped using those like film cameras like to getting them developed, because then that's when I think when my dad got one of our first like little digital cameras that was like not the shitty point and shoot ones, but like the next step up of like the slightly nicer ones with like 12 megapixels or 16 megapixels or something like that.
Shit.
Whatever we thought was insane at the time, and it's like
probably like 8. Probably like 8.
It was like 8 or 12 megapixels. Something like that was insane back then, you know. And then we had like the highest thing you could put in there was like a 64 gigabyte card. It was like, dude, you're a crazy person. Like, how are you gonna take that many photos and videos?
Yeah, 64 gigabytes. Back then, that card would have been like a couple $100.
Yeah, it was like $150.
That's
almost $200 probably.
Ridiculous.
Whereas like now, you know, I bought this whatever memory card we have in the recorder right now was like $40. It was 128 gigs.
Oh, you bought 128? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the faster writing one. That's why. I mean, it's not like the pro level writing one, but like
not the gold Pro Sans disc one, but the next one below. That was the one that I got because it was I think like $20 cheaper.
Yeah.
So it would have been $60, but I paid like $40 instead. But it was 128 gigs, which is a lot.
I still have my mom's like original like. It looks like it looks like a DSLR. But it's almost like it feels like a mirrorless camera in a weird way. It is kind of like almost like a mirrorless, but it's like really weird.
What brand is it?
It's an old Nikon Coolpix, and it actually has like an articulating screen. I still have it, and like I did use it for like a day to actually like get photos on it.
Yeah,
and the photos actually turned out kind of vibey, where you're just like, oh, this is kind of cool.
It's like just enough megapixels to make it look a certain way.
Yeah, it's just enough. Like obviously the lens isn't great on it or whatever because like you can't even interchange the lenses.
Yeah,
it's like really weird. And obviously I color treated the photos like how like nothing crazy, you know, but I just did like light editing on them. So they look cool. But it is kind of funny how far you come from like these like weird little digital cameras that we all had. Like nowadays, like it's hard to pick up a bad camera.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean the megapixels and the technology inside of them are just so consistently good now.
Yeah.
It's like you can't really go wrong unless you want something very specific and you want a style that you're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
Then maybe you can go a different direction here or there. But I mean, with the technology nowadays, you know, you can take a pretty decent picture with a phone. Not saying that the phones beat cameras, because nothing will beat like a nice DSLR or a nice, you know, full frame film camera or anything like that. But the fact that pretty much any camera nowadays you can get a fairly decent picture, it's kind of wild.
So an iPhone camera is going to be good if the light is there. If the light isn't there, the photo's always going to look trash, which most things like, obviously people are always taking pictures in shitty environments, like as far as like indoor stuff. So yesterday I was actually using my little Sony A6000, the one that I carry on me.
Oh yeah,
and
the gray one?
Cheap, regular little camera, you know?
Yeah.
It has a flash on it, but I was taking photos with the flash yesterday. And the photos, I haven't plugged them into the computer yet or done any coloring. But the photos look sick because they're sharp enough. But then obviously the flash gives it that more like vintage look.
Yeah.
Like if I edit it to want to look like film, I could probably fool the whole film community thinking it's film.
Probably, yeah.
It could easily be done. And that's why I was like, yo, these are sick because they're not taken on an iPhone. And like when you look at an iPhone photo, like you can tell like these are just regular ass iPhone photos, you know?
Yeah.
There's nothing special about them. But also when there's like that flash character, because like obviously the camera has to calculate, you know, whatever, and like get that little slightly blown out look or whatever.
It's like slightly glossy almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, these are gonna be cool. because I just I didn't care to like fill up my phone. Everyone else is taking the same fucking photos. So I was like,
Yeah.
all right, I just had my cameras on me, just like I'll edit these, put them together, and then drop them in my SSD at some point, and the photos will just live there.
Nice.
Till sometime.
I really like that camera. Cause you taking some good ones. Remember we were at the pool during the summer and you took some good photos and yeah, dude, that camera always turns out interesting, like the shots that you get from that one.
Yeah, no, that's honestly like, it's funny to think that
it's a sleeper camera for sure.
It's a for sure sleeper camera.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a reason why that camera is my biggest video this year.
Mm-hmm.
It has over 10,000. I think it's 12,000 almost now.
Yeah, something like that.
It's something where it's like I would have never expected it, but I also enjoy that I'm talking to like the non-professional audience. Like to me that's cool.
Casual photographers that it's not,
or people that feel like
work.
I can only afford this, so am I not a good photographer?
Uh-huh.
I just want to set the example where it's like, yeah, my editing has like years in the making, and my like photography eye has years in the making, but still, okay, it's at 12,500 views.
There you go.
And it's still on like an incline, which is crazy.
So yeah, that one will just keep farming.
Yeah, so obviously I'm gonna make a follow-up videos for that because why not? And two, I like that like less experienced photographers are there because they're not as cynical or whatever.
Yeah,
like I don't like I'm not making art for artists.
You're doing it for yourself.
I'm doing it for myself, and then to help out people below me that like not below me, but like after me. If
people,
that makes sense.
Yeah, people who are beginners and like just getting into it.
Because I remember what it's like when I'm looking at shit, looking at videos. Like you spend so much time. Like I'm sure even when you bought this mic set, I'm sure you were looking at reviews. Like,
oh, dude, I spent weeks looking at reviews. I was saying like I'm gonna get it, and then I'd spend another week or two like looking at more reviews.
Yeah,
because I just wanted to make sure that it was what I wanted and like that it was gonna be good.
Yeah, because like obviously nowadays money's getting tighter, but you still want to be able to do things you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, when you're spending that dollar, you're like, I got to make sure this has all the things that I want
exactly
for the price range that I want it.
Yeah,
and so. Yeah, I think the new video for that one's gonna do really well.
I hope it does.
I've just been carrying it around, with the kit lens too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not using no fancy glass. Yes, what I hate when reviewers go, "Oh, look at this cheap little camera. It's only this much," and then they have like a $3,000 lens on it. They're like, "Look how good these photos are," and I'm like,
"Yeah, no shit.
You have a $3,000 lens on there."
Yeah.
Some people that are watching that video, their car is $3,000.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking douche.
Right.
You're
like, yeah, my photos are great, and I mean, I only use like the basic materials, like this old camera, but like I do have this $4,000 lens on it. It's not really a big deal, It's just whatever. But
yeah, if it wasn't a big deal,
like,
use the kit lens, douchebag.
It's like, damn, dude, that's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah. Damn, dude. I'm stuck here thinking about like the fact that we're already like 5 days away. I think it hasn't hit me yet that like the year is officially going to be over.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I remember we're sitting not here in this exact spot last year, but I remember last year around this time we were hanging out and we are like, damn, dude, hope it gets better.
Yeah, dude, no.
Did it get better?
I think overall, like I took a lot of shit this year.
Yeah.
Just like financial things and just random things where you're just like adult shit,
Oh, yeah.
Like back in the day, it would send you if you were 19 or 20, but now you're a little older. You're just like fucking just eat the shot, and you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
I would say so far, yeah, I guess it's ending off as good. I didn't get to my financial saving goal, which I'll be transparent about that,
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna lie and be like, yeah, everything was great this year, dude. I did definitely much better than I was,
Mm-hmm.
Remember when I told you how much I had in my bank account
last
year?
Dude.
Officially started again?
Because I'm not even gonna lie, you and I both were like this close to filing for bankruptcy.
Like you remember when Yoda's holding on to the Senate little chair thing when like after his and his little nails are scratching in the thing. And his little fucking fingers. That part makes me cringe every time because I know like the thought of like
that the nails. Feeling and the sound of like that scratching into the metal. So gross.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I mean, we survived, I guess, right?
We did pretty good.
We did all right.
We did pretty good. I think all things considered, obviously not like the apocalypse didn't happen, obviously, but all things considered, I think I ended better than where I started.
Well, yeah, because now you have more money in your savings, right?
That's
obviously,
true. I do.
I'm not about to hear the docs so much now, but also, and like, we got you to open a credit card, and so now, obviously, because that thing happened where someone stole your identity,
it like really shit on my credit score. But the fact that I'm slowly building it up now, is good.
And has it gone up? It's been going up, right?
Yeah, because it was at 453, I think, when I started, and now it's at like 460 something, almost 470.
There you go.
But the thing is, like, I still sometimes forget to. I have to, because it's like the habit of using it right is still something that I'm like learning. You know.
Well, I thought you had to set up on an auto.
I do have it on the auto thing already, but like, you know how you use it for gas or you use it for like when you go out to eat or stuff like that. Like sometimes just the habit of using it for those other things, something that I always forget because I'm so used to just throwing the debit down or like just paying with cash or whatever, like that I just don't think of it sometimes. But I already have it like on the auto thing for like my entertainment, you know, my Xbox Live and like.
And you have it on auto pay too, as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like your credit score will just continue to go up, and then when they give you a bigger credit limit, obviously like
it'll be easier.
It'll be easier because they say to like keep good credit, like don't spend more than 30%, but then also to keep like better credit, like don't spend more than 10%. But that's also hard if like the limit is lower.
Mm-hmm.
It's much easier once the ball gets rolling. But I was looking at my credit thing. It's gone up. I think I'm in the excellent category, and like obviously I'm gunning for an 800.
Yeah, because you're like at 700 now, right?
No, I think I'm closer to like a 770.
Okay, so you're almost at 800. Yeah, you're up there. Yeah.
Yeah. And the only thing I was reading the only thing it's basically saying is just age and time.
Yeah, because those things.
Other than that, all my spending habits and paying habits on it are like good.
Solid.
So it's like it's all just time at this point.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because that credit thing can't just happen overnight. Like, it took my parents, obviously, like, they had a longer time to do it, but they were like, yeah, it just takes consistency and time for it to just be good. And then once you keep it good and you've got those good habits down, then it's, like, not that big a deal.
Yeah, especially with the fact that interest rates are going up. So, like, obviously if you had applied for, like, a new car loan or, you know, just anything that's going to require a credit check, you're going to have a better time once it's been, like, worked on, you know.
Yeah.
And that's why I knew, because like I knew you were like that you had it closed, just because obviously the bank had it closed because that shit happened to you, which sucks, you know.
Yeah.
But like obviously that's what I was like.
But I couldn't put it off any longer because it's like the longer I wait, the harder it gets.
Yeah.
You know, and like you were right,
which is good though, like because it's
yeah,
it's one of those things where at least your credit's low because someone else fucked you.
It wasn't because of my own.
It wasn't because of
irresponsible.
You.
Yeah.
Have you seen that video where like it's like clearly they're over there in the hood, you know, because everyone's like just gooning about, and the dude's sitting in the side passenger of the car.
Yes.
And then then he shows his credit score and it's a 1.
Yep.
And then the guy's like, motherfucker can't even borrow an idea.
Oh my.
Dude, that is so crazy.
Shit. I don't even know how you could get to a 1.
I don't even know. Also, like, at least you didn't get a bad credit score by buying like a Dodge Charger Hellcat something, and then like
buy a
40% interest rate or whatever,
a land boat, land yacht.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then sink all my money into it.
But yeah, how do you think your year turned out so far?
I think my year turned out pretty solid. Finally got some progress on the visa thing, and we're now
getting almost to the end.
Almost to the end, so
that's dope.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's very like, in a way, it's like sobering, you know.
Yeah.
Not that I'm like fucked up all the time, you know, like off my gourd or anything like that, but it's like, oh shit, like this is like really happening, you know.
Yeah. Especially when things go from like fantasy to like, oh, this is a little more real.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're getting there.
Yeah, but it's
oh
like,
my god, now we're in the last couple months.
Right, but it's got me more excited though.
Yeah, of course.
As time goes on, you know, it's
because then
it's
the
a good
second
feeling.
when it goes through, it's like you did all that work, or you guys together did that work,
and now it's finally paid off.
Yeah,
yeah. So we're just about there. I think there's like 1 or 2 things that we have to do, and then we should see the result.
Yeah. Do you have any goals for like personal goals for like this year coming up? Any thoughts on that?
Personal goals for next year is something that I want to do consistently is with the pod is to keep the trend of like uploads every week.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to do like a whole year of 1 upload a week. You know, like to keep it for the whole year. I think we can really do it.
As long as one of us honestly just doesn't get killed, I think we'll be fine.
I think we'll be fine, but I've never had a year where I can have that type of consistency as far as like uploads or anything like that. So that's something that I want to set for myself that I know it can be done. So that's one goal. Another goal is to put a little bit more focus in making physical prints for my art, and like trying to get that ball rolling a little more.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll be sick, especially when you open up your own website. Obviously, I'm not going to plug the people until we get a sponsor by them.
Yeah.
But as soon as you do that, like that'd be sick to see the website open up.
Yeah.
So it's not just like blockchain things, you know?
Yeah, it's like actual physical stuff. Because that's the stuff. That's where I like really want to get into is like people buying actual physical pieces of art.
Because then you could do your limited runs when the website says, "Oh, there's like 5 of these left."
Yeah.
Or you could push like the extra one where you actually have it framed and put in a box and shipped off to them.
Yeah, like a
that
really
one's gonna
nice
be higher.
version of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. So that's another thing that I kind of want to focus on. The other thing that I think will be the harder thing is cutting back on smoking weed.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been, over the last week, since I've bruised my rib or pulled a muscle from coughing so hard.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember that.
I just had a little more like realistic talks and considerations about my body and my age. Like obviously I'm not ancient, but I can't keep like going hard like that without obviously causing damage to myself.
Yeah.
So I've been not smoking throughout the day for the last couple of days, and like maybe only one time like at night or 2 times at night, you know, like just wait till the very end till I get my little bitty and then go to sleep and just ride it out. So it's been lasting longer because I haven't been doing it as frequently.
Yeah.
But I do want to be more conscious of it going into the new year.
Yeah.
Just because like, you know, we're getting older and like that stuff, you know, doing it for too long damages you, and it's just one of those things where it's like it's not like I'm not like gonna die, you know what I mean?
Like you can't be stoned 24/7 like the teenager you.
Right.
Or whatever.
I like to be, and I've been finding more enjoyment in like being fully conscious throughout the day. Whereas like, you know, we do the pod and I'm not stoned at all. You know, I woke up not stoned at all. Like I show up at my job, not stoned at all. Then I get home, last 2 hours of the day, I'll allow myself, you know, 1 or 2 dabs or whatever. Of course.
And then I'm like, that's it. Relax, do your thing. You know, like obviously like your thing is smoking weed, which is like obviously I can't relate to it, but I could see how it's like you're a little like reward at the end of the day for making it through the day.
Right. It's like the same as someone.
And it's also easier to do the pod when you're not stoned. Because I remember we did one pod while you were stoned, and it was a little more like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to carry this one.
Yeah, it was more like you had to fill in the gaps there. Yeah.
Which obviously, like when it's both of us, it's easier if like you're just not, you know. Which I don't mind if when we're hanging out when you're stoned because it's
that's
funny.
different because it's just whatever.
Yeah, it's just me and you.
But this is like something that's
and it is funny when you say something and you're like, oh shit, I fucking forgot.
Yeah,
or something where I'm like. Or like when we get snuck up on an Apex and you get just the lady like, I'm so stoned, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was like, dude,
I'm like, I'm not even mad.
I was like, bro, I'm looking
That's
at
hilarious.
I'm looking at the textures of this rock right now. I'm not even here.
Kraber to the fucking temple, just whap.
Like I'm trying to send you a video and I'm just stood still in the middle of the fucking open, like just ass hanging out, like just waiting for someone to Kraber me in the dome. Yeah. So you know,
that's good.
It's just realizing like, yeah, I being stoned is funny and like. You know, I could be a little more goofy and say some more random stuff and be a little silly, but at what point does that become like, damn, dude, you got to chill, or like, damn, bro, that's kind of corny. You know what I mean? Not saying that like all weed smokers are corny, but at a certain point, it's like you really stoned all day, every day like that. Like, damn, dude.
But also, what the thing is like, obviously, I don't drink or do drugs, but also like, one thing that never really bothered me, is because like. You're not one of those actual corny stoners that like post up on their story smoking weed.
Oh yeah.
Or like they're still burning joints in cars.
That's true. That's
or going places, you know, like
smoking a blunt at the mall or like
going
weird
somewhere
shit.
secluded to get stoned, like as if it's like still like completely illegal.
Right.
Like a teenager or something like that. That's just corny. Or like always posting like, I'm probably gonna get hate for this, like posting like the reggae stuff or like listening to Bob Marley. It's like, bro, get over yourself.
Yeah,
That's
no,
so
I'm not
corny.
like that. No, I just sit at my house and
quietly get stoned, you know, do your thing. You got your pen on you when you
it's not that big a deal. Like I'm not gonna be out here like making it my personality that I get stoned.
That is so weird that people do that, or like when they're wearing like the Rasta colors and like, you know, or they try to make it, or like they have like, I don't know, let's just say a hat that has like a weed symbol on it or something, and you're like,
if you were to have a 21-year-old me sitting on this couch arguing with 28-year-old me about this, 21-year-old me would get butthurt because I used to be like that. Because I would wear the Rasta colors and the weed hat and like be all weeded out, and like I had this really bright, colorful like poncho sweater.
No.
And like
a drug rug?
Like a literal drug rug, and then I would wear like plaid pajama bottoms with like the bottoms of the pants tucked into my socks, but my socks were also the Huff weed socks, and then I had like my chanclas or whatever, and then I'd have the beanie on. And I'd have 2 joints or a blunt in the top fold of the beanie always on me. and I was always smoking. Like always had a pipe on me, always had a joint or a spliff going. Like
respectfully, if like
I was just that guy.
21-year-old you was sitting right here and I'm next to 28-year-old you, I'm hopping in on beating you 21-year-old you's ass.
Yeah, it's catching hands, bro. But like I'm gonna
take the joint from the little thing and be like,
because at the time it was like that was it. You know, I was having my fun. That was my peak youth.
Yeah.
You know, enjoying living like a goon and doing all sorts of debauchery and all sorts of crazy stuff. You know what I mean? Like sleeping in a basement with my friend and his 40-year-old dad and waking up at 5 a.m. to smoke dabs.
And that bitch was cold down there,
dude, too. It was cold as fuck down there. Like I would wake up, see my breath and be like shivering in bed and like see that it's snowing from the basement window. And then I'd look up at the ceiling and I'd see the vent going right into the floor and I'd see the outline of his head looking down at me and he'd go, ew.
Dude,
and that
still cracks me up when you do that though. Every once in a while I hear you do it like, ew.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, dude. I have no idea why that was like a thing. But like sometimes that's how we would talk.
Yeah.
So Jen and I would be sitting there in the car driving or something and I would see something and I'd go, ew. And he'd look over and he'd go, ew. And like and we do like the half finger point, you know, like fucking idiots, dude. Yeah, he'd be like ripped off a bean and then he would smell it for like the first time, you know, like the first little trail of smoke would come up and like hit his eyeball and he'd go, ew.
You guys are disgusting.
Yeah, we're so dumb. But yeah, like
creatures.
But like that was my own, like that was the peak of debauchery. Like obviously it was like that was my life.
Uh-huh.
You know, it was like get up, smoke weed, go to the dude's house, pick up the weed, come back, invite everybody over, get super fucking stoned all day, all night, and then go to work the next day.
Yeah, I mean that shit is okay when you're like.
But like as a young person,
like when you're younger, like that.
Yeah,
you know, like,
that's all you and your friends want to do.
Do that same shit where they're all just getting stoned or doing shit. And I'm just like, oh, that's how you guys all make it through the week.
Yeah, yeah. So now it's like, now I'm realizing obviously it's not that serious, and I get more enjoyment out of life just being sober throughout the day and then having my fun time at night.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I think those are my 3 goals going into the new year, which I think is very doable.
No, yeah, for sure.
If
if anything, like, obviously you can't set a goal that's too easy, because if you do a goal that's effortlessly, like, there's no reason.
There's no reason, but that's why I chose the weed one, because I've smoked for over a decade now, so it's like that, toning it down to like a really manageable level. I know I will have some difficulty because there are some days where I want to wake up and be like, I'm hitting a dab right away.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I just got to be a little more real with myself and be like, you're grown up now. Obviously, I can still have my fun, but
yeah,
getting to that point now.
But I'm sure also when like you start to live with your significant other, I'm sure she probably doesn't want you stoned all the time either.
Yeah, dude, I'm not,
because like if I'm just looking at it like maybe like obviously where maybe the way I'm thinking could be totally wrong, you know, and that's okay. But like my thing would be like, say I had a significant other and say she did like to get stoned, right, or whatever,
or they were stoned 24/7.
If they were stoned 24/7 with me all the time, it'd kind of make me feel a little weird. Like, damn, you really need to have that.
Like you can't just hang
like,
out.
Is there
with
something
me
wrong with me?
Yeah,
you know?
Right.
Or like, what is it? You know, that to me that would kind of be like, okay, that's not happening.
Yeah.
I mean, yet again, I don't think I would date a girl that smokes weed. That's just my preference, you know. But which is funny, it's like your best friend will smoke weed, but you won't date a girl that smokes weed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
And also because I'm not forcing it on you.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't have to bring it around you all the time. Like,
and even then, if you do, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't care if like you're hitting a pen. It doesn't bother me at all. You know.
Right.
It's just one of those things. I think my goals for the year is obviously to stay in the gym. I've been in the gym for like a little over a month now.
But like to keep it consistent. Yeah.
Yeah. I realize I don't really take many rest days, which that could be a problem, but it also could not be. I don't know.
Should be a little kinder to your body, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because my front legs like constantly hurt from the cardio.
Yeah, because if you're not, I mean,
I've been doing
even Sam says like you need to give yourself at the minimum 1 day of rest.
He doesn't,
dude. But he does tell other people. He's like if you're not, obviously that we're not him, but he's like any other person, like a beginner. He was talking about chest day. He was like if you're doing chest and you're still hurting 3 days later because you're a noob, like take that extra day rest.
Oh, for sure.
And then do the next set the next day once you feel better. But it's like, yeah, it's like sometimes you just gotta. You may not think you may need that 1 day, but sometimes that 1 day will help you feel a little better.
So I do actually need to get better at taking rest. I think I took over this month, if you don't include Christmas, I think I only took like 4.
Maybe
which
4 or
is
5.
once a week, which is fine.
Yeah, but I was gonna
But
say
also
maybe
it's
like 4 or 5 days.
I'm still working a lot and doing
your
other
daily
shit,
stuff.
So like, yeah, I get it. So obviously just stay consistent in the gym like I've been. Save up more money. Hopefully get to that 800 credit score this year, which would be dope. And then obviously buy a brand new car, the fully loaded 2024 Camry.
Fuck
hybrid.
Yeah. Yep.
And then I guess, yeah, upload more on YouTube. Definitely, like, I don't think I did terrible this year. Could have been better, obviously. There's always room for improvement. But I guess make it to like a decent milestone subscriber-wise.
Yeah.
But
you're almost at 2K now.
Yeah, it's inching up there. It's inching up there.
That's good.
Yeah. And I want to change up my content to not just be photography. Like if I go somewhere cool, like I want to teach myself to be okay with like the fact that I don't have to take photos or make bangers or this, that, and the other. Like sometimes even if like let's just say I upload an 8-minute vlog or whatever, I know like those are dead now, but like even if it gets 50 views and I'm okay with it, then it's okay, you know?
Yeah, because you're making stuff that you want to make. It's
Yeah.
not like you're feeling the pressure of having to create a certain way.
Yeah.
You're just doing whatever you want to do.
I guess my goals are pretty vague, but also like it's just like things that'll be better, you know?
Things that you can just work on over time instead of setting an actual timeline
Yeah.
for yourself.
I think that's what it is. New car, more savings, better credit score.
Nice.
Upload more in gym. I think those are pretty solid.
Yeah, I think you should also aim for getting the sloppiest toppy of your life next year.
Dude, yes. I mean, we can start this year if anyone wants to hit me up. No,
Hey, all you girl listeners out there, Jaden needs some. Do him a solid.
I'm a solid guy. Oh, dude, your meme last night had me dying. The one where like
Which one?
the Wojak in the attic.
Oh, yeah.
He's all like little and disheveled.
Saying
like,
something decrepit.
Not only is he like in the attic, but he's like far in the attic. Like he's not talking from like straight the opening. He's like a little bit farther back.
He's sat up far enough back where he can still look down and can be perceived, but he's not. He's nowhere near the edge because he doesn't want to leave.
And then he put "white girls are superior."
Oh my
or
god!
Whatever you said.
Yeah.
It's like if the audience doesn't know, old boy Emilio over here is into white girls.
I'm marrying one.
Yes, and he's been basically how would you say it? Basically passively trying to get me into white girls.
I don't know what's the word. I'm socially engineering you, or no, that's not the proper term for it. What is it? Yeah, I don't know what the word is.
Hopefully, there's a listener out there that wakes up in the middle of the night listening to this, and then will give us the word and be like, "It was this word, you idiots."
Yeah, I'm trying to it's not psyop. God damn it, dude! I can't.
You're trying to basically like plant the seed, so like it subconsciously like goes into my brain.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I don't like white girls; they're just never the first thing on my mind, especially with the demographic where we live. It's mostly like Mexicans, Filipinos, or some type of like different race. It's not like whites because obviously we're close to the. We're close to the border,
yeah.
You know, that's just how life is.
It's just how it is.
And now I'm like, okay, I kind of do like white girls a little more because now you've been like, hey man, not that bad. You know, I'm like, okay, maybe they're not.
Yeah. I'm biased though,
yeah,
because I'm marrying one. And I love one, so.
But it's okay because like diverse palate's good.
Diverse
palate's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're listening to this,
Jesus,
I'm open to some white girls.
Jesus.
I'm actually wearing cowboy boots right now, so if you're that kind of
I was going to say, dude, your new boot goofing?
No, dude, these are old boots.
I haven't seen those boots before.
I've had these for...
New boot goofing?
Probably 4 or 5 years. About 4 years, maybe.
Those are pretty rad, not going to lie.
I just don't wear them often because obviously, like, I usually just wear black Levi's as, like, far as jeans.
Yeah.
And so, like, the cut doesn't allow me to put the boot in the pant leg, which, like, that's the look I like.
It's kind of weird.
But, like, these are Lee jeans, which Lee, like, you guys make the best jeans. I'll say that. It's cut to where, like, these aren't, like, skinny jeans, you know?
Are they the straight fit?
I don't know what they are. Look, I'll stand up. I don't know what they are, but
they look like straight fit to me.
They allow me to, like, 1, have enough room, and then 2, to, like, actually put the boot in the jeans so it looks normal.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm getting tired of, like, Jordans and Dunks.
Yeah, dude. I was going to say, you look like full-on Mexican with that.
Bro, don't call me Mexican. I'm over here, a cowboy, American cowboy.
Mexican cowboy.
I'm not wearing a donkey, or I'm not riding a donkey.
Mexican cowboy.
Hell no.
Yeah, we love donkeys in this house, dude.
But
imagine getting bit by one. I still think about that video. Ever since you showed it to me,
That video.
I still think about the pain that guy felt from getting bit on the shoulder.
Because donkey and horses, their teeth are just flat. So it'd be like,
yeah, because they're herbivores.
Yeah, it's literally like being in like a hydraulic press, but like a natural one.
Dude, the pain that guy felt, like I can feel the phantom pain every time I think about that video.
Well, I think I've told the story. I don't know if I told it on the story. I mean, on the podcast, but a horse bit my foot once.
No way.
I was sitting on the fence, and I had my red Converse on. This is back when I wore Converse. Now I think they're like shitty shoes. Sitting there, and I had my red Converse on, and the horse came up to me. I'm like, oh, cool. He's looking like sniffing my foot. And then all of a sudden, it felt like two people, like someone put like 2 bricks on either side, like the top and the bottom of my foot, and just pressed down. I was like, ow. Oh, he's biting me.
Oh, shit.
And I pulled the shoe out of his mouth, but good thing, like Converse, like obviously where the toe is.
It's like that rubber part. Yeah,
and then the bottom is like the same rubber, except just like in a design. And I felt it like slide out as if like, like when you're walking and you slip, you hear the...
Oh, yeah.
And I pulled out. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh,
and
my
then I
God.
looked at the horse. I was like, I just didn't know what to do. I was like, the fuck? He just bit my foot.
He wanted to eat you, bro.
Or he wanted to eat. He was like...
He probably thought your foot was an apple.
That's what my mom said, because it was red.
Yeah, he probably thought it was
like something to...
Yeah.
He probably thought someone was holding something out, but it was my feet.
Yeah. Interesting.
But I mean, if he would have bit like my skin or my leg, that shit would have hurt so bad.
Ooh, that would have hurt so much, dude.
So bad.
I've seen people get bit by horses and then they have like the fattest bruise on their arm or their back or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a video. I forget how old it is, but it's like these cyclist dudes or something like that. They're like on bicycles, and they're like in the wilderness, like somewhere in, I guess, highlands, or I don't know what the heck. It looks like mountainous terrain or something. And they're like fucking around with some horses, and the guy puts his arm out, and the horse does like the fattest chomp on the guy's arm. I don't know if the dude broke his arm or what happened, but like he was bit very hard. Like pulled it out. He's like, ah, shit. Like I don't remember the rest of the video, but
yeah,
I know for a fact that guy got bit, and that shit hurt.
I wonder if they do have a strong enough bite force to break bones. I'm sure they do. They're a big creature,
bro. Those things, the kick can kill you. If the kick can kill you, I'm pretty sure the bite, if they bit you hard enough at the perfect angle, I'm pretty sure you could break a bone from it.
Yeah, obviously, but like obviously a kick, like obviously we use these horses.
Well, yeah.
But like they're herbivores.
As far as a bite goes, getting bit by a horse, it's not like they got fangs or anything or sharp teeth. I think will just crush you.
A horse's bite can be quite painful due to the size and strength of their teeth and jaw muscles. Horses have large, powerful teeth designed for grinding and tearing vegetation.
Ew.
So their bite can cause significant injury. Okay. About 500 psi. That's a shit ton, isn't it?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a lot.
Oh shit. Humans are usually less than 200 psi, while a pit bull measures 235 psi. I don't think that's right. Because I know a pit bull can actually break your bones immediately.
Well, a pit bull can kill you.
Yeah.
Easily. But a horse, dude, they can, if they really wanted to, they could chomp your whole arm off, I bet.
Oh, this is perfect. These injuries can be severe, however, ranging from simple lacerations through loss of skin and flesh all the way to amputation of fingers, ears, or noses. Oh, yeah. Of course, if they're biting like your fingers or like
that's cartilage, so it'll rip it off for sure.
Yeah, of course. Severe bruising, torn connective tissue, and fractures also result of being bitten by a horse.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's if the horse is going goblin mode on you, though.
Yeah, if the horse like actually went demon mode and like bit down and like chomped hard on your arm, it'll probably, if not like tear the muscles in your arms and then fracture your bones.
Yeah.
Like it'll leave fat lacerations on your arm.
My mom used to ride horses and stuff. And she said sometimes her horse would bite her, but like obviously as discipline. Like obviously people are gonna hear this and be like, oh my God, that's not what you're supposed to do. Like
right.
Fuck out of here, it's not your animal.
Mm-hmm.
Like her horse bit her before and she turned around and just punched it, Like clearly like my mom's a little woman, like she's, she's not little, but I'm sure she's a little back then when she was like maybe 20 or whatever. And like this is a full on horse. Horse bit her, it hurt. Turned around and punched the horse in the face, which clearly like the horse could take it. It's a fucking horse.
But it's got to learn.
Yeah, but it's got to learn.
It's got to learn somehow.
She said the horse never really bit her like that again.
Yeah.
I was like, good. Like, you can't have a bigger animal fuck on you because if it figures out it can.
It's gonna take advantage.
Have a bad time.
Right. Because then it's not like you want them to be afraid of you, but you want that mutual respect of like, I'm not gonna fuck with you, but you're not gonna fuck with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there should be that agreement between owner and animal, especially an animal of that size, because you can easily die from something like that.
Oh yeah,
you know?
It can easily kick you or trample you or do anything.
Oh, for sure, for sure. That's why I always laugh when like you see those like circus dudes that like be whipping the shit out of those bears and tigers, and then they get mauled to death one day
Yeah,
because the animal just snaps.
Yeah,
you've been asking for it
yeah.
for how long now, and you were testing this animal's limits, and now you're gonna play the victim card because you got mauled by a bear that you've been abusing.
Yeah, dude, I will never like hang out with an animal such like that. Like, I don't care if it is like, oh, don't worry, this tiger's never attacked anyone.
Dude.
But I could be that one person.
But you could be the one person. That's
I could
the
be
thing.
the one person.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
And the other videos that always get me is like those people that go on safari vacations, and it's like the lions in the big cages, and they get all close to it, and then the lion sticks the paw out and like tries to pull the person in, and they get like their whole leg or arm shredded off.
Or they get like catches like part of their shoulder or something crazy.
Oh,
You're
and
like,
you see the flesh rip. I'm
I'm like,
dude,
no, bro, I'm not doing
why would
anything.
you get that close to an animal like that?
Yeah, no, never.
Like, I would stand at least 2 arm lengths away. At the very least, 2 arm lengths away.
Yeah.
Then I know I'm like just outside of reach. I'm not getting any closer than that.
Yeah. I was watching an elk video that they dropped like a month ago or 2 months ago, and they were like they were in the Middle East somewhere. I think like Abu Dhabi or Dubai or wherever. And they were at one of the like technically lower ranking people of one of the families, you know?
Oh, okay.
Which lower ranking means still richer than a billionaire probably. And they had an orangutan there.
What?
Like just as like
full
a pet.
on orangutan?
Like a full on orangutan.
What
as a
the
pet.
hell?
And so obviously the Nunk boys got to meet it, like hang out with it, you know? And then obviously Hasbulla was like, I'm not going anywhere near that thing.
Yeah.
Clearly, he's like the littlest one. Like if I was the orangutan, I'd probably go for him. You know?
Right.
Get the wee one.
Get the small one.
But I wouldn't be anywhere near the orangutan either. Like I don't know how strong
Even if the
this is.
orangutan was chill? Even if it was chill like that?
Maybe I'd sneak a pet on the backside where like he can't like turn around and freak on me.
Yeah.
But like well, you know me, I don't trust monkeys.
I know.
I don't like little monkeys. I don't like big monkeys.
I would trust.
They say you have a best chance of surviving with a gorilla because if you just stay there and do nothing, like,
it's just gonna lose
it'll
interest.
just like kind of it'll just let you.
Yeah,
be.
it'll be like, whatever. This thing sucks.
But like, yeah, this thing sucks. Hey man.
Hey, this toy is garbage.
This toy's garbage.
The
Hey,
fuck?
bro, I'm all right. But yeah, no, like I just don't trust monkeys. Like I wouldn't pet them.
If I had to put my trust in any monkey, emphasis on the if, I would choose an orangutan.
Yeah.
If I had to pick one monkey to put my trust in out of all the monkeys in existence, and you can't pick a pygmy because those are tiny and they don't count. I'm talking like actual monkey. Like the only one I could see myself having more faith in to be around is an orangutan.
They look kind of demented though.
But
yeah, I agree.
They look weird.
They seem the most docile.
But they seem the most docile, and they seem like the least likely to want to fuck with you or like do some weird shit. Yeah, ape out on you and do something weird.
Like a
chimp
little
out.
You know, like chimp. Dude, I hope no monkeys listen to this podcast. Like they think this shit's funny.
They get all pissed off at us.
Yeah. He starts hitting his laptop.
No.
Like, dude, even capuchins. I don't like capuchins. You know, like the little ones from like Night at the Museum.
Yeah.
I remember I was at the gym. I mean, at the gym. I was at the zoo. I was walking by its cage, and like literally, it went from like the bottom of the cage. It's one of those ones where it's like a 2-story cage, so like you can see it on the bottom, or if you're walking on the catwalks, you can see it.
Yeah.
Dude ran up from the bottom, like fucking hit all like the craziest tech like glide
going
and everything.
up. Yeah.
Coming up, went up to the cage right where I was, and I was like,
Ugh.
ew. Oh, like you did all that.
One of those where it's like it's not even like a cage enclosure. It's like a really tightly knit rope enclosure. You know, like those where it's like really like open. I could just imagine you like standing there where, you know, you have like maybe 2-3 feet of space, and it's like the ledge, and then you have 2-3 feet of space. There's like the net thing, and then the monkey behind, like grabbing on, like looking at you. I can imagine you just flat footing it, like dash. Like,
oh yeah, for sure. I would totally do that.
Get the fuck back.
It's like the MMA kick, the heel one, where it's meant to knock the air out of your opponent
you
and
catch
set
them
them
on
back.
the flat part of the bottom of your foot. You know, you see the monkey do one of the like arms out, legs out, like straight to the ground.
Flybacks.
Ooh, it falls like 2 stories down.
Yeah, dude, he fucking rushed me. And I went, huh? And I just flipped him off like straight into his face because it was like, dude, like, what do you mean you're gonna pull up on me like that? I'm just passing by. He probably thought, I'm gonna get this motherfucker. Watch this, boys.
Dude, that monkey's gonna remember you for the rest of its life, and I bet you, like, the apocalypse happens and like the animals escape. He's gonna find your ass, dude.
Let's go.
You're gonna be sleeping, and you wake up one day and just see him pressed against your window, like ready to take your cheeks.
And I'm gonna be like, let's go, buddy. I've been waiting for this.
You should call me. I'm fighting a monkey.
No, because like I would assume little capuchins like bite, and so like if they get your finger, it'd probably really hurt.
Dude, probably try to bite your finger off or scratch your eyeballs out or some shit.
And then like, I just don't care for capuchins. Like they're little, and they're strong, but I'm sure I could probably take one if I had to. But also like the videos that like trip me out, they're not capuchins, but it's like, remember the one like that guy in India, that monkey comes up to him and they're hanging out. I'm like, you think the monkey's hugging his head, and then the monkey goes crazy.
It literally rips the scalp off the guy.
Does he use his fingers, or he bites him first, right? To open
no,
the skin?
he bites it, and with his mouth rips off.
Like literally, it looked like he was skinning a football. Like,
well, you
it
can
went
see
from
the
his
skull.
forehead all the way to the back of like his cranium, and it's just like a strip of skin, and you could just see white. So I'm assuming that was
the skull
before like it knows to bleed or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And like it was crazy. Like, dude, you imagine getting like part of your head ripped off by like.
Dude,
that's why I don't trust monkeys.
I'd set the whole forest on fire after that.
I honestly, that's not even like out crazy. I don't think that is.
I'd be so fucking mad.
I'd be so mad that whole forest is going down.
Bro, holy shit. I have to be bald the rest of my life.
Like literally just like open.
Like, dude got scalped.
He literally got scalped.
He literally got scalped.
It was like, that's why like I seen that video every time I'll watch it like when it comes up.
That's so crazy. Scalped by a monkey.
Dude, yeah. That's why I'm like, I'm not going to Indonesia. I'm not going to any of those places. I'm not vacationing. I'm not going to go to where like, like the monkeys hang out on the beach in like Thailand.
Oh, yeah.
When I'm not going to anywhere in that part of the world because I just don't have an interest to. But like, there's no way I'm hanging out with monkeys. I'm sorry. Like, they're so wild and erratic. No.
There's actually a place in India where if you go visit the temple, they, when you pay the admission to go in,
give you the sticks.
They give you the sticks to protect yourself. It's
yes.
Like, okay, I am never in a million years. You'll never find me over there.
Okay,
fighting off monkeys.
So maybe I'll do that one, but you got to give me the one where it looks like I'm Darth Maul in the Duel of Fates, doing the whole like.
Oh yeah, bash. You're like fighting them off,
doing the behind the back.
Yeah.
Maybe for sport, but it's funny when the monkeys steal the sticks. Though you're like, oh shit.
And then they come at you.
Yeah.
They all come at you at the same time.
I wouldn't be in reality.
Yeah, I mean, you'd never find me there.
You'd never find me there.
Yeah.
But I'd be doing the footwork like Darth Maul though.
Good God, dude, monkeys are horrifying.
That's what I'm saying. People think it's so funny when I'm like, I don't like monkeys.
Like they're cute to look at, some of them, but for the most part, dude, monkeys are horrifying.
I think chimpanzees are my biggest fear because like they're actually strong, big size, and obviously bite fingers and dicks off and shit like that.
Yeah.
So like,
they know.
Yeah.
They know. That's the scariest thing. Is they know you need that shit
to rip your dick off.
Yeah.
Like, no, bro, I'm not out here.
They're like, we're gonna fuck him up.
Yeah. If that happens, like clearly, if I'm ever in the forest like that, I have guns and ammunition on me. Like
yeah, or a machete or something.
I have a Benelli M4, which is the shotgun that John Wick uses.
Oh yeah,
the where you can like slide the shells in through the side, like for like quick tack reloads.
Yeah, it sounds like linemen hitting each other.
Yes.
Like man, there's force behind that one. Like those monkeys are getting blown up. It's not even they're getting like shot at. It's they're getting eviscerated.
They're missing parts.
Yeah. Oh man.
But yeah.
Fuck monkeys.
No, dude. Like, and it's a fear I've had for a while.
I'd imagine nightmare fuel for me would be, I'm underwater in a submarine, already anxious and shitting myself. We see a boat crash like underwater. And then out from the ruins comes a monkey with the air helmet on, like swimming at me full speed.
No.
I would just stop breathing. My heart would just stop. I would just cease to exist right there.
Do you think if they're, since like monkeys are very naturally muscular, do you think they'd have a harder time swimming?
A lot of monkeys swim.
Ew, bro, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot
gorillas
of
don't though, right?
I've never seen a gorilla swim.
I don't think they can. They're probably too dense.
I don't think it's a thing of if they can or can't. I think it's just it's just not part of their environment that they just don't do it often. But I can imagine monkeys being near like a pool of water and like swimming around in a river or like a pond.
Like very
or something.
shallow where they're splashing about.
I don't know. I really don't know.
See, the thing that doesn't bother me about a gorilla is like the gorilla, if he wants to kill you, he would just like probably clock you like as hard as he could or like slam your head on the floor where like you're not even going to feel anything or have consciousness past the first
You'd be
blow.
out so fast because even if he were to swat at you with open palm and like smack you on the ground, like
that would jar you
you're
so
just
much
knocking you'd just be out.
Whereas like a chimp or whatever is like beating on you and like
you would feel every second of pain
of
from it and then you would die. Whereas like a gorilla would just instantly knock you out probably 9 times out of 10, I'd assume, and then you would just get beat to death. And by that point you're already unconscious, so like it's not going to be a thing.
what I would do is I'd pull up on them, take off all my clothes, and just sit there with them,
Yeah.
like my whole dick out and everything, and be like, I'm one of you guys. What do you mean?
Yeah. What are you talking about,
I'm
dude?
a little albino.
Yeah, I'm just a hairless gorilla with what is it?
Vitiligo's the skin one. Alopecia.
Alopecia. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Vitiligo's the skin one.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you have that and
I
alopecia.
only know that because one of the guys on Jeff FM has it, and it's like apparently on his dick, and he's always showing his dick.
Oh my god, dude. All right.
That's the only reason why I know that. Oh.
Imagine, dude, you're black, but you got a white dick.
Dude, imagine you're like, so they're like, one of you guys, and they're like, not with that thing hanging out.
That's crazy. Like, I'm gonna give you that cookies and cream for sure.
Or the little elephants pull up, be like, his trunk is small. I'll be like, how have you guys know it's average size where I come from?
Pushing up the glasses like the nerd. Well, actually.
And then the elephant goes, you're like, damn, bro, I just got shit on.
Wow, okay. Guess I'll go jump into traffic right now.
You're like, I can see why we left the forest.
For sure.
But I think that was a good pod. That was solid.
Yeah, man, that was a good ass pod.
Hope you guys enjoyed that. We obviously have a roller coaster every time we're on.
Yep. It's always an adventure.
We're not serious.
Yeah.
You know, if you wanna be mad about something, don't be.
Right.
There's plenty of other ones.
Leave a comment below. Let us know how your holidays was. If it was good or bad, we want to hear about it.
Oh, a New Year's resolution. Well, I like to hear that.
Yeah,
one.
what's your New Year's resolution? Let us know.
Let us know.
Thanks for listening and have a good day. We'll see you later.
Lunchtime.
Bye.